Well, hey there, Careblazer. Welcome back. Today's video is about something that happens to many caregivers, dementia caregivers in particular, and it keeps you down and it doesn't make you feel very good at all. And it's guilt. Dementia caregivers are so good at so many things, and unfortunately, feeling guilty is at the top of that list. What this video is going to do with you today, I'm going to share with you the one question you should be asking yourself every single time you start to feel guilt about wanting to do something nice for yourself. It's also going to highlight a double standard you probably have about self-care but never really realized. I hope that this video is helpful to you in some way. And if you do find it helpful, then you want to be sure that you're staying tuned to my emails and to my Facebook page, because this video gives you a little sneak peek of something I've been working on for quite a while now. It is a course. It's called The Stressed Out Caregiver, how to live a happier and healthier life while caring for your loved one with dementia. And if you find this video helpful, it's just a little teeny bit of what the full course has to offer. If you're new to Careblazers TV, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Dr. Natalie. I'm a board-certified geropsychologist. If you want to join the Careblazer family and make sure you don't miss out on any future videos, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button on your screen, and be sure to download your own personal copy of the Careblazer Survival Guide. The link is right below this video, and it's completely free. Feeling guilty as a dementia caregiver is common for so many people. It's as if something in your mind says, because you're caring for somebody with dementia, then you can't also care for yourself. On the surface, that sounds kind of silly. We know that's not true. But in reality and practice, that's pretty much what's happening all the time. If you are like many of the Careblazers I've worked with in the past, then you've pretty much stopped eating healthy. You've stopped doing the things that you really enjoy. Your friends and close acquaintances and family members maybe don't see you as much because all of your time is going to your loved one with dementia. You might be feeling a little bit depressed. You might be having trouble sleeping. Maybe even you're gaining some weight. Before you know it, you're starting to look at yourself and your health, wondering if you're going to be in the hospital or in the grave before your loved one with dementia. Now, even though this is a common occurrence, it doesn't have to be this way forever. So here's the one question I really want you to ask yourself whenever you start to feel that pang of guilt creep in when it comes to self-care. Because if any of what I just said sounds familiar, you are at really high risk for health issues. You are at really high risk for depression and anxiety. This is not a really healthy, good life to live. It's not a sustainable life to live. So we've got to find a way for you to not only give good care for your loved one with dementia, we always want that to happen, but we've also got to find a way to give good care to you. You have to start taking really good care of yourself. And I know that there's always going to be challenges. This is so much easier said than done. There's never enough time. All of your time is spent to caring for your loved one with dementia. Maybe finances or money is an issue, so it's not like you can go do some things that you've been thinking of. Maybe you have really no help at all besides yourself that to be able to take time to go do something for yourself and be away from caregiving for a little bit. Okay, so here's that question I was talking about. Whenever you start to feel guilty about taking time for yourself, I want you to ask, what would I tell my very good friend? What would you tell your very good friend who is in the same exact situation? If your friend was in the same exact situation as you and was feeling pretty stressed out and could really use a break or just really wanted to do something nice for herself, what would you tell that friend? Would you tell her that's selfish for you to take time to do something nice for yourself when you're caring for your loved one with dementia? Or would you encourage your friend and say, you deserve it, you need it, please go do something nice for yourself? A lot of times, here's the double standard, is that we can give really great recommendation. We can give really great advice to people we really care about and love. But for some reason, it's really hard to give that great advice to ourselves. So sometimes taking yourself out of the equation and picturing a really good friend in that same struggle, whatever you would tell that friend, listen to it, because that's probably something you should be telling yourself as well. So this is what I'm encouraging you to do. Ask that question when you start to feel guilty about anything. What would you tell a friend in this situation? And remember, if you want to take the absolute best care of your loved one with dementia, then you have to take the absolute best care of yourself. There's no way around it. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You do not have the time, the help, the energy, the money to be able to take the time to do nice things for yourself or to take time away from caregiving. And what I'm telling you is there are opportunities right now at your fingertips that you can take advantage of with just a little bit of creative thinking. Now, I put together a handout to get the wheels turning and with specific tips and ideas for you to start taking good care of yourself, regardless of your situation, regardless of how much money you have, regardless of whether or not you have help. And that handout is over on my Patreon site. So I recently started a Patreon site at the recommendation of one of you amazing Careblazers. And there I'm sharing only things available to people who support me there. So it's basically, if you want to contribute to Careblazers, if you feel like these videos have been helpful to you in some way, if you want to see me continue to do extra videos, then go over there, pledge $1 a month to support Careblazers, to support what I'm doing in my free time. And there you have access to all kinds of handouts, worksheets, and special things that I post only for people who support me. The link to that is below. It's called Patreon, and you will see it below this video. Also, if this video helped you in any way and you feel like maybe you're going down the wrong track, maybe your health is kind of taking a negative turn, or you don't like where you see your future's headed because you see your health going down the tubes, you see your sleep getting worse, your mood getting worse, your weight getting worse, whatever that may be, then stay tuned and make sure that you are following me on Facebook and that you are paying attention to your emails, because there's going to be a course released only to a select few. I want to keep it small in the beginning, and it's going to be on the stressed out caregiver and what you can do to live a happier and healthier life. I do hope it'll be helpful for you. I'm actually pretty sure it's going to be helpful for you. And so if this sounds interesting, make sure to keep your eyes peeled from any notices from me. Now, Careblazer, what did you think of this video? How do you think that you can start taking better care of yourself? Will this question be helpful to you in some way? Let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you know of another friend or caregiver who could benefit from hearing this video, make sure you share it with them. All right, Careblazers, until next week, bye. Live a health complete